Deadline says here Laura Donnelly is going to star in Joss Whedon's HBO sci-fi series The Nevers. Joss Whedon, me and James bonded over Buffy.
Yes.
So
It's
perfectly great that you're here at this time because now I have someone to talk to Joss Whedon about. This was exclusive to
You want me to go sit on the couch?
And it looks like it was co-written by Whedon and Jane Espenson and Doug Petrie. Well, I remember his title saying Douglas Petrie. And it's gonna be directed by Whedon. So we kind of talked about this a little in the past when it was first announced, but yeah, it's a fictional drama that has to do with a gang of Victorian women who find themselves with unusual abilities and relentless enemies and a mission that might change the world. Which is, yeah.
I have to shock you. This sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, it does shock me.
I am historically not a huge fan of Whedon or his stuff, but this sounds fucking cool. Go ahead.
So yeah, I can't say that I know who she is or what she's been in. Because I forgot to look up her IMDb.
Come on, Rick.
I don't either. It said she was in Outlander. Is she the star or no?
Probably. Yeah, because it looks like... Hold on, let me pull up her IMDb right now. And it shows here that, she looks like she was one of the principal characters. That's one of her main credits. Yeah, she was one of the principal characters. She played Jenny Fraser. I've never seen the Outlander series.
I thought you did.
No?
No?
Uh-uh.
Was it Bryce?
Maybe. I think Bryce.
Somebody here is watching Outlander.
So yeah, from what I'm seeing here, like I don't think I've seen anything with her in it, so I can't really say. I think it's cool that they finally have a cast going, and I'm interested because it's Whedon. How about you?
Yeah, well, when you sent me that, I actually had not heard of the show yet.
At all?
At all. So I must have been living under a rock or something. But that sounds badass.
It does sound cool. I don't know.
But it sounds very Whedon, so...
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it really does.
So it looks like...
So I'm assuming if they're Victorian women, it takes place in Victorian times?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so dope.
It's going to take place during those times.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not one of those like Pride and Prejudice and Zombies kind of thing, but...
I wanted to see that. I never saw it.
Yeah, don't.
Is that the same author that did Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? No, right?
I don't think so, but it's similar. Well, similar genre.
Right.
Whedon said that she has charisma, wisdom, and I can't say that word. Persistence. I can't read that far.
Okay.
Only to capture Amelia, which is her character, but defines her. She's fierce and she's funny, and I need both for the journey ahead. So it's cool this is going to be on HBO.
Something about a gang of women being badass, doing badass things in fucking badass Victorian clothes has me all in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm also a big... Jane Espenson is probably my favorite writer from Buffy, next to Whedon.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
Well, they're all good. It's hard for me to pick, but yeah.
Yeah, I liked mostly every episode that I've liked. It's always been her.
Okay.
So
he does really well with just creating a great group to work with, anyway.
Yeah, he is.
He makes...
Drew Goddard went off and did Angel, and then went off and did Cabin in the Woods and fucking The Martian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he directed The Martian.
Which is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Amazing adaptation of the book. So, Assassin's Creed, awesome video game franchise. They did a game that takes place in like 1912 London. And you can play, there's two characters you can play as, a brother and a sister. And I always pick to play as the sister because she's fucking badass. Walking around in 1912 London being a badass. Like... So that I'm like super hyped for this because I like that game so much.
Oh, so that's your connection with it, with like Assassin's Creed. Okay.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate. If you guys haven't played Assassin's Creed Syndicate, you really should, because the architecture alone for London in the early 1900s is fucking amazing to see. And the story's actually pretty cool. And then you get to play as this kick-ass female character.
Yeah, it looks like she's even won some awards. Best Actress Awards in 2018 for, I guess, is the Oliver Awards for portraying someone in The Friedman. So it looks like, yeah, she's from North Ireland, which makes sense, I guess, why she's on Outlander. Cool, yeah. I mean, like, these are all Buffy writers, you know. Jane Espenson and Doug Petrie. I'm so excited for this, especially now that the cast is going. That it's going to be on HBO, which I'm curious to see how far it's going to go, as far as like ass kicking and like gore. You know, because like with Buffy, like I think the closest thing to gore we got was when Warren got his skin ripped off.
Yeah.
I bet that really looks really comical with the remaster of Buffy.
I don't even know. I haven't seen.
It could be a detriment to them though, being on HBO. I think. Because I think really good, like, creators like Whedon, I think they do best with parameters.
I always fucking say that. I always say that.
Interesting.
Because at least I know I do. Like, I can create something in a heartbeat if you give me parameters, but if you leave me on my own, it like takes me a fucking year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess that is. Yeah, I can be that way too. Yeah.
I remember when Kevin Smith was shopping around Hit Somebody as a television series, and everybody was like, "Oh, it should be on HBO or Showtime." I was like, "No." Like, I like Kevin Smith and what he does when he makes movies, but I want to see him work in a PG-13 or PG parameter and see if he's still that funny. And the show never ended up getting picked up or anything like that. But, I mean, I really enjoyed the Clerks cartoons, but those were caricatures of characters that he had already made. You know what I mean? Like, I would like to see him start from scratch on something. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Parameters always make for the best creative content.
I think so, too.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. I mean, I think they'll pretty much give him free range to...
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be good regardless.
Be creative to do, what he wants. So, excited for that. I'm glad you finally know about this.
Me too.
Or that you did, now you know, I guess.